Once you have wedged your clay, you want to work that clay back into a ball. What I don't ever want to see you do is slam your clay over and over again to get the air bubbles out or to make it flat. We can do that with our hands. It creates way less noise, and that's just not a necessary method. So after we wedge it, we're going to kind of work our clay back into a little ball. And then after you do this, I want you to think almost like you're going to do CPR, one hand on top of the other. On your clay ball, you just press down over the top. You can alternate if you want, kind of move it around. And after you do this, you don't want to make it too thin, because what we're going to do is roll it out like we're making cookies. So you will need something called guide sticks, or in this case we'll just use rulers, but this ensures that you have uniform thickness. So your clay will be evenly thick all the way across if you've got something here to keep your rolling pin on both sides. So you always want to start in the middle of your clay and you want to push out. It sometimes helps to do short, quick motions when you're rolling out the clay instead of long ones, because this can sometimes tear your clay. So you start in the middle and just use your upper body to push down, work back towards you, push up to the front. You can go side to side. You just want to stay within those guide sticks because it will help to make sure that the clay thickness on this side matches the clay thickness on this side, because your rolling pin can never go lower than that on either side. So you'll mash out your clay until it's as thick as those guide sticks. And you don't have to do this, but sometimes people like to flip their slab of clay over. And you can just continue to roll it. As you can see, it's stretching out the clay, making it longer. And all in all the way across, the clay has even thickness. So now I'm ready to make the base of my piece, which is going to be the bottom, or the foot in some cases. We're going to use a stencil, which is actually just a lid. You always want to make sure the slab you've rolled out is big enough to hold your stencil. Okay, so I've got enough room all around my stencil. This is a good size. So I push down my stencil into the clay. Really make that circle obvious. And then you're going to use something called a fettling knife. And sometimes you don't have to do this, but just to ensure that you get the good cut, go all the way around your stencil with your fettling knife, and this will help to make sure you've cut all the way down to the bottom, down to your board. Go all the way around your stencil. Okay, and now you can peel that extra clay away. I'm going to hold my stencil down in place. And as you can see, if you look at the canvas board, you'll see that there is all of this moisture that the canvas has absorbed from the clay. This is just nice to get out that excess moisture so the clay's not so sticky. Okay, and then you've got your base. But if it seems stuck in the lid, it's an easy fix. All you have to do is hold down the center of your lid with one hand and use the other hand to gently peel back that lid. And then you've got your base, which is the bottom of the piece you're going to create.